Yeah, so I'm completely stoked right now. Today was so surprising. I can't believe that it actually happened the way it did. Well, I decided to record this video because there's so much to say. I'm going to try to say it succinctly and as quickly as possible, but I couldn't possibly write it in one status message. So, as everybody know, I moved to New York about 3 months ago. I left a lot of lucrative positions behind because I wanted the opportunity to live in New York. I actually took a really low-paying position just to live in New York. Coming to New York was definitely a change for me because I had to adjust my budget. I had to adjust the way I lived in order to live here. And of course, with the cost of living and the low salary that I was making, it was going to be I knew it was going to be an adjustment. I didn't know how rough it was going to be for me though. But it turned out to be okay. And I've definitely been able to use all the skills that I've learned thus far up to the age of 32 to actually live here. Well, now that it's 3 months later, I feel that the solitude that I've had here gave me the opportunity to concentrate on my life and things that I've done wrong, things that I've done well, my strengths, my weaknesses, and things of that nature. And it's been incredible. I've been able to grow quite a bit. And I've met some fantastic people that have helped me along by coaching, advising, and giving me accounts of their own experience so it can help me further my life and my career. So, recently what I decided to take some finance courses to learn a little bit more about money and to build my financial intelligence. Because I own a business now and I have my LLC, I needed to do that. I didn't do it when I was in Atlanta, and I'm doing it now, and I've learned quite a bit about taxes and about pre-tax dollars and about why the rich will continue to get richer and the poor will continue to get poor. But that's a different conversation. However, one thing that I actually realized was I did not seize the opportunity to work with someone who already had a business. I kept complaining that I never met any business owners, but in reality, I have met business owners. It's just that I didn't want to befriend these people and it wasn't on my terms. The problem is that life doesn't necessarily happen in your terms. You have to crawl before you walk, and you just can't get everything your way. You can't have your, what is the analogy? You can't have your cake and eat it too. And that's exactly what I was trying to do. But life has showed me a different way. So recently, what I decided to do was contact someone who I know who owns a successful business. And I asked this person for an opportunity to work with them so I can learn from them about how they run their business, how they got started, and how they can help me run a successful business of my own. Well, this gentleman contacted me last week and advised me that he did have positions available and he would love the opportunity to work with me in the future. So he wanted me to develop some strategic plan of how I was going to be able to make his business better and what I wanted to actually get from his business. So I worked on that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and finally emailed it to him last night, and we talked about it today. Okay, so I was expecting for him to say, okay, we're going to take you on and this is what's going to happen. No, the conversation actually went more like I gave him my plan, and then he told me that he wasn't able to, he doesn't know if he was going to be able to support a base salary for me to live on, but they'd be happy to pay me commissions and actually teach me more about business. From working under his wing. Well, that's not what I was looking for. I was looking more for them to pay me like a base salary and which would allow me to have time to live and compete for business for their company and learn things from him while I worked on my own company. Of course, that's what I wanted. That's not what they were willing to offer. But here's the kicker. This is what this crazy thing happened. So I got an email from this company in Washington, D.C. that saw my resume, and they wanted me to work as an independent contractor on this huge contract they have in Washington, D.C. They went to hire D. Richards Enterprises, LLC, to work for their company because of my experience. And I was stoked. I was like, oh my God. So I called him to find out what the deal was. And once I found out the deal was, they told me they wanted to hire me as an independent contractor, I was like, wow. And then when they told me what the salary was, I was like, oh my, wow. It's like I would make more than I made in Atlanta. In Atlanta, I was making a lot of money. And DC, with this company, I was going to be making a ton of money. So I told this guy that I wanted to work with before that, hey, I got another call. I got an offer today. It's very ironic that I got an offer today from this other company that actually wants to hire me. So let me see what they want. And after I found out what they want, I called them back. And I said, hey, you know, thank you for the opportunity, but this guy is going to hire my company as a business, going to hire my company and make me an independent contractor to work for them. And they're going to be paying me bukus of dollars. So I guess I can still work with you on the side, but I'm going to go tag along with this company. So this is what happened next. About 2 hours later, I received a call from this company that I was pursuing because I wanted to work with them. He said to me, Daryl, how would you like to work with me one-on-one and become my business development manager, the vice president of business development for my company, and we will match the salary that this other company is going to pay you? I said to him, I was like, are you kidding? Are you freaking kidding? He's like, no, I'm not kidding. Oh my, I was like, you got to be kidding me. This is incredible. He's like, I'm not kidding. So I took some time and I thought about it for a little bit, and we reconvened a little bit later, and they made me an offer that I couldn't refuse. They made me a freaking offer that I could not refuse, complete with relocation expenses. It's incredible. I'll leave out some of the details, and I'll say that for some of my friends who asked me in my personal inbox. But I am completely amazed by this day. I am completely amazed that this opportunity has happened, and I've gotten this incredible opportunity to learn from someone who's already a CEO of his own company, number one. Plus, he trusts me enough to develop his business because of the insight and the experience I already have in the government industry with federal, state, and city. It's incredible. They're going to pay me to travel across the world and throughout the world, United States and the world. They're going to pay me. I get to work from home and I get to work in their office. Anyway, I just had to share that. I know this video is 8 minutes long. I hope hope you got something by it for it. I'm actually not even speaking well because I'm at a loss of words. I'm extremely happy, and thanks for watching, and stay tuned so you can find out what happens next. Oh yeah, one love.